Hi, I'm Lindsay from Shreve Memorial Library, and welcome to a very special edition of Art Club for Kids. We are celebrating Youth Art Month in March, and so I thought it might be fun to do a special kids version of Art Club. So here's what we're going to do today. Isn't that super cute? It's a little rainbow fish. I love it, and it's so simple to make. Okay, here's what you need. I used a template that I made. You can download this. It's a PDF from the description. You can print it out yourself. I have it on cardstock just because it's a little bit thicker, but you can use regular paper if you have to. You can also use whatever paper and draw your own design. You don't have to do this one. I thought it might be fun to do a fish. And you will need glue. Good old Elmer's school glue will be fine. Whatever glue you have is great. Just plain old glue. And you will need salt. A good bit of it, like enough. Imagine if you're using glitter and you're coating something with glitter and you like pour it off. That's what we're going to do with salt. But when you pour it off, you can't like save it and use it again. You just throw it away. So you'll need salt. And you'll need watercolors. Any old watercolors will do. These are just a plain old set of 8. You've probably seen these before. I also used the brush that went along with them. And you'll need some water for the watercolors. But that's it. Let's get going and make this super duper cool salt and watercolor fish. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover all of these lines with glue. So I'm just going to draw over this. Once we add the salt, most of this should fade away. Now try not to get this, everywhere, but try to stay over the lines just so you're covering them up. And you don't need a ton of glue. I am not as skilled with glue as maybe I should be for a librarian, but that's okay. So I'm just going to cover all of these lines with glue. Okay, now that I have my glue on the page, I'm just trying to cover all the black lines so they don't show up too much. Now that I have my glue on the page, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend this salt is glitter. I'm sure you're probably skilled at glitter, and I'm gonna dump it all over here. I am gonna move this up over here so it's not by this crack too much. There we go. Okay, let's put a bunch of salt on this thing. Okay, so here is my salt, and that was Oliver, my best helper. This is my painting is covered with salt, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to again act like this is glitter. Okay, it's all coated nicely, and be sure just check around and make sure you have enough on everything, and then throw the you can shake it around to get everything, and then throw the excess in the trash. Don't eat the salt that you just used like glitter. Okay, this is what it looks like for now. I'm going to tap it off some more once the glue dries, but for now I'm just going to set it aside and let it dry thoroughly. It's going to take a little bit, so I'll see you again when it is dry. Okay, my glue has dried, and now I'm going to paint it. Just make sure that it's completely dry, and I still have like some random bits of salt around, and this is a messy art project. It just is what it is. Okay, so I just have this brush that came with the kit. If yours didn't come with a brush, just use whatever brush. Everything's fine. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get myself, I'll put this over here for now. I'm gonna get, let's see, I'll start with some orange. Okay, just getting a bunch of orange paint, a bunch of water. To get some ready, I can always go back, get more. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with the fish. Your fish can be any color you want. It does not need to be orange. I'm just gonna do that. You see what's happening is the salt is picking up the watercolor. Do that, do it different different amounts of paint in comparison to water. And I'm gonna have a multicolored fish, but I'm gonna keep doing this with orange for a little bit. Okay, I've painted some orange on my fish of different strengths. I think that looks pretty cool so far, right? So now I'm just gonna do the same thing for the rest of the painting with different colors. Okay, I think I'm gonna call this guy done. Look how cool that looks. I think this looks so awesome. It's my own little rainbow fish thing. Not associated with the book, but hey, that would be a fun book to read to pair with this one in. Okay, I think this is super cute and I would love to see yours. You should totally take a picture and send it to the library social media or have your parents take a picture, and we would love to see what you do because this is such a fun little project. You can draw your own and the salt just absorbs the color so neat and it spreads it out and you can mix colors and it's just super duper fun. So I hope you had an excellent time on this quick kids version of art club, and I will see you later this week for regular art club where we will do more salt in watercolor, but we'll be putting salt on the watercolor and looking at the super cool effects that you get when you're doing kind of the opposite process of this. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time for more art club. Bye.